Hello, everyone. Well, before we begin, I was just gonna say that I'm gonna have some commentary in this. It's not gonna be like all the time commentary, so I'll pop in every now and again to explain some things. But starting out, I got the Glock. Um, just doing some usual stuff like preparing it, locking the slide so I can keep it safe. Now, I will say this starting out was very rough. It's just that I was not expecting them to be so many turrets so quickly. But we got two turrets here currently on arcade. I didn't know that initially, of course, but well, I will once I go through here. Now, I will say, here I'm doing a technique I call T shooting, which is where you hold down the T button and you shoot, and it will launch a slide after the shot fires. There you go. I'm doing a slight mongoose here, so I can get to the top of arcade and check the surroundings to make sure there's no other turrets. I'm just quickly hacking this guy. Almost fucking dying, but it's okay, I live. I'll do that every so often. Here I'm checking the top of the apartments because they like to put little guys down there in the windows, and it's not fun to get shot at through here, especially in such an open area. So you can see here in a second, guy wakes up, two guys down there I saw, and it's just not a fun situation. Now, I am shooting through glass, which is a lot harder to hit things because of the bullet trajectory disposition. But here I'm just trying to take my time. Now, I am surprised that the second shot went through because, you know, shattered glass is a lot less accurate. Here, I get my first taste of real death. Get seen through a window and almost die again. Get seen by another turret, which is just great. Here, I get my first tape, and I will not die. I...
You have seen the signs.
This area is not fun to deal with either. Arcade is like also like one of the worst because of the sight lines from the top and bottom you have to deal with.
You have realized for advancing insight.
Here I am going to what I call auto peek, which is where you have the turret try and shoot you from a position it can't possibly hit you from.
Once you absorb these tapes, you will have taken the first step.
See, it's just shooting into the ground and it can't really do anything.
The media is a threat. We have a technique to help.
And now it's empty. I forgot it was not empty. It is now empty. Here I'm doing a jump roping where we jump over the turret light and hack it. This is a lot easier to do in TC, even though the hacking is harder. It's for the fact that it actually takes a shorter amount of time. And here I just loaded in the tile because it wasn't loaded, and that's not very fun to go into an unloaded tile. Usually results in death. Here I get my fourth tape, and it's a
Don't come in the garage.
it's a threat echo.
Call your mommy.
See here, I'm mainly causing a double feed because the threat can't clear malfunctions like a double feed or stovepipe because it's kind of stupid.
Please don't go in the garage.
I was going to hack this turret, but I didn't have enough time or else it would have seen me, so I just kind of spin.
Love, Daddy.
Some of these clips are going to go by a lot faster than other ones, and I might need to pause to explain some things, so we'll see. Here I almost died again. Jump into your room. Seen by a turret I didn't see. Get seen by the other turret. And I just shoot and piss off. Because I don't want to deal with that. Here I jump straight over a turret. Yeah, they're kind of stupid. And they have lots of television. But I am glad that we could do it.
Many accidents take place while cleaning guns.
Here I get yet another taste of death. I'm kind of just going a little faster than I should in rank 1. Because, well, it's rank 1. There's not a lot of, it's not too many threats to deal with. Cameras are now spawning, so that's great. Here I get a little interested in wanting to get in here without shooting that guy or draining him, because that shot is hard to make. So I kind of go around back. Here I am very cautious because I'm trying to hack this guy, and there's a guy right behind me, and there's a guy down there in the arcade that just seen me. Regret's not too bad though. Just mostly turrets, some ceiling turrets later in, and cameras. There's no drones, no trip mines. I am glad I didn't have to fight the Stalker though, because trying to fight the Stalker in TC it's stressful, especially when you get like to a high rank. Oh, I can explain this later on. I'm not going to just yet, but you'll see.
Door, but don't rush. See everything. Focus.
Here I'm going to collect every balloon without shooting them, because you can.
Breathe.
I also have a lot of ammo because I hack a lot.
Commit. Left or right? Which way lies victory? Which way death?
I miss because I'm
Only one way to find
just kind of rushing a little.
Breathe.
There we go. Tape 9. I want to mess with this turret because it's funny. Because I think Wolfire meant to patch this out, but it's not entirely patched out. You can kind of run off a ledge and smack into them and they'll fall over.
The Colt 1900 looks like a
just like that.
5-year-old's crayon drawing of a 1911. Remove the spent cartridge from the chamber at all.
Here I'm finishing up rank 1. I'm being a little careful. See there, I almost get shot. I thankfully unloaded the turret before I could fire more shots. It's up there in the catwalk in front of me.
A lot more difficult physically than you expect. So don't be shy. The gun can take it.
There's a tape there I see the left of the propane. I'm gonna grab it. I also have like a lot of ammo currently, so I don't need to worry about anything with that. I'm just kind of just holding on to it to unload.
That idea. It can have different qualities. Heavy, smooth and cold like a firearm, or buoyant, ephemeral and warm like a balloon. After the mind kill,
and double feed
at their most hopeless. Other receivers. These thoughts will raise afloat. Your mind to adversity. It can help you survive the mind kill. Now, I've received transmissions indicating that some receivers have dreamed balloons into existence, containing help thing. The ability to maintain resolve.
And here I'm just fucking around until the last tape ends, so I can kill on to rank 2. And that's it. Next up is rank 2. It's very dark. We're gonna get the Sing reaction, which I actually kind of like the Sing reaction. It's pretty good. Here I spawn on the top of a water tower, so I can fill my ammo, because you only start with 5 shots on rank 2 with the Sing reaction. So you can't get a full sender yet, but here it doesn't really matter because I got the balloons anyways. If I could grab them. Jeez. Here I'm very careful because I know that the initial spawning turrets are quite common, and yeah, just like that guy. I figured he would probably be there. Though I really don't want to waste the shots, I kind of have not a lot of choice. But I get him. There's a guy on the right there. I'm gonna go and over the railing and hack him. You really gotta pay attention here because it is very dark, and I'll show a little trick that I developed to help deal with seeing the turrets without actually seeing them. Like, yes, I know there's like a little red flashing light, which I do use, but you can also use aiming your gun to detect where they are, because the combat music will play, and that way you can just tell right off the bat if there's something in front of you or not. Here I'm checking the lower part of tower, because the guy likes to spawn in the corner down the left, and I'm checking with my gun on another usual spot. Now there is a camera down there, I'm going to have to deal with them, but first I'm checking the stairs, just in case. I don't like going down these stairs though, they're quite dangerous, and besides, another turret will probably wake up on the left side anyways. Here, I'm waiting for the camera to turn away so I can hack the guy on the catwalk down to the left. Just enough time to grab him. And I will take a more unusual way down the walkway here, because there is the guy like right there watching the catwalk connection part, so I'm going to jump up to the side here, just so I don't have to wake up anybody. Now this is the middle and bottom part of Gap and Catwalk, which is notorious for being also awful, dealing with the TC. So I'm just going to check the top of the catwalk first, just in case. And then check the cargo, because they like to spawn there too. There's the bitch. To here, I get another taste of death. So there's the guy who I did check for, who is right there in the corner. Thankfully, he misses, and I'm alive. Now this is also yet another time I almost fucking die. I do that a lot, but it's just the way the thing goes. I probably should have expected this to where I, you know, I went a little too early and he saw me. But then he kept seeing me, and so I kind of panicked it slightly, but I got it, away with it. Now, before going over fully, there likes to be a camera in the second middle part of hospital, and I checked there just now, and there he is. Don't really have all the turrets spin around and face so when that happens. Found my first flashlight. Now, I am being a little silly here because I did not see the turret that was right in front of me. I blame the fence gate, because that's it's kind of hard to see through that with the flashlight on. Now, storage room always sucks. It's like the worst tile to go through. But I get a little too antsy about it. Now, I know, I have a feeling there's a guy in the right corner here. I didn't see him, but I had a feeling. Boom. There he is. Thankfully, this one wasn't as bad as other ones. And I get my first taste of drones, which I don't want to deal with. So after I hack this guy, I'm going to shoot him. It also comes to a part where I managed to kill a turret with the drone, which is very funny. Now here, I finally get my first threat echo for Ring 2. Well, I guess the only threat echo. Here, I'm doing a new strat I developed where you partially load the single action. Because the
I've always
threat
been such
will not
disappointment.
do a
I
full
would've just kept
cylinder
getting more.
on the single action. So here I'm just gonna wait for it to go
I can't
in,
stand to
and
be
it'll
a
only
burden
click
on
3
you
times.
any longer. I hope one day you can forgive me. I love you. I'm sorry.
There it is. Here I learned my lesson, and I'm gonna commit to hack this guy because I don't want to have another one of those previous situations that happen. I don't want my toe shot out. Here I almost die again. I miss a point blank shot, which I'm still a little upset about, but it's fine. Here, I kind of forgot that I didn't fully clear out this section of hospital, and I almost die for it. So, that was fun. Not fun. I mean, you know what I mean.
When your firearm discharges, it cycles another round into the chamber. Your own internal feedback systems are critical. You are. This tape is designed to test your focus in the face of distraction. How did you do? If your attention wandered, that is normal. Just notice that without... Good job. Control of emotions comes from control of the situation. The result of control. To progress in mind tech is to become aware.
Now this is deep rank too, because armored turrets are starting to spawn in, so I know I'm in the late stages.
Become clear and distinct.
But here I'm just finishing up rank 2,
An insidious
just
force
goofing around,
moving through your media. We can
hoping to get a good spawn.
and
You'll
causing
see.
widespread dysfunction. We call this the threat. We have developed a technique called mind tech to combat this threat. A new set of tapes has been issued to train and prepare you.
Now, another me from the past is going to start talking too, so I might overlap.
Let's get this.
Hi, past me. So,
Second best.
the second best spawn with the Colt Detective Special. Now, there's a few different variants of Detective Special that you can get. There's one that has four in a row. I got the second batch, which is a 2 blocked, but it's 1 apart. Then there's star pattern. There's a broken star, and then there's the worst, which is 1 open cylinder. Now, I start off shooting this guy because I can't really do anything about him. I don't have enough room to hack him or shoot him, or hack him or lure him away. I do get a pretty early first tape for rank 3 though. This is not very common.
You are finally
And here I lured a drone to the back area. I wasn't sure where they were, so I was trying to take it cautious. Now, from past experience, trying to do this is actually quite dangerous, because there's a chance that the drone could get behind something that considers it blocked, and then the hacking will get interrupted, which is not fun. I've died plenty of times to that, and it's just annoying. This is the first instance of diffusing, where you intentionally set the trip mine there,
unlike the
intentionally set it off, and then it'll explode
previously.
without it hitting you.
We haven't yet found a
This is
reliable
also
method
where the
to
first
defuse these weapons, other than
spoon
simply
happens,
shooting them.
which is similar to defusing, but you kind of just press your button against the mine, it
Pretty
explodes
sure
through
here
you.
within the next one or next tile or the tile after that is gonna be turrets. Pretty sure I've walked enough for that to happen. There they are! Oh man. Shit. Okay. Might be a bit of pickle here. Now, there's a few different things that's going on right now. There is a 360 down on the far end of the wooden catwalk down here that's spinning, that's chambered. There's a 360 on cargo top. That's also a 360. There's a drone that's facing this direction but isn't loaded. And that guy has tape. Oh.
Every single.
This was honestly a very risky move, because
Okay,
you see there that the drone is just starting to peek in, and I get my threat echo on rank 3.
I said you fucking
Yeah, exactly past me.
Okay, time to spoon.
Yep, more spring.
I love that. I think I saw a ceiling turret next and this next
Today
tile.
is the worst day of my
Trying to
life.
get the brain cell.
It just keeps getting worse and worse. Every day.
Please.
Here, there's no way
Please, I beg you, no.
there's no way to stop the threat from shooting you when you get the a threat echo with the cold detective special. So
Rich.
I can't really do anything except for unload it, which is unfortunate.
No reason.
But what I do here is I cock the hammer with the cylinder open, because that actually reduces the amount of times the threat shoots the gun by 1. Because normally it would actually shoot 7 times, so here it only shoots 6.
With the rise of powerful concealed weapons like the Detective Special, along came laws to restrict them. In the 1930s, the NRA drafted and
yep, there he
endorsed
is.
concealed carry restrictions that passed.
Okay, we're good. Ooh, that ceiling doesn't appear very often, but he's a bitch. There's ceiling in the lower area.
The mind kill functions by severing the connection between what you think of as the mind and body. This inflicts serious damage to both parts and leaves the mind defenseless in reality A. If you survive the mind kill, you will not be unaffected by this severing.
Here I almost die
By
for like
strengthening and
I
maintaining
really
your
this is
connection,
very
you will be
close.
able to punch through this
I
interference,
should have checked my corners,
but
I
your
did not.
perception of the
And
world
there you
will
see,
be
I get
radically
caught in this
altered.
railing, and I almost died for it.
Realized by the radiance cast from above. After the
Okay,
mind kill,
I'm
much
awake
of
now.
this transmission will be scattered. Through
I'm
mind
awake.
tech, you can clear a path, but the shape of
And what's interesting here is you can actually hack the ceiling turrets of getting the window seal like this, which is very interesting to know, and can be useful in some cases like this.
So tape. Next tower, probably.
shape, which can be built into walls.
Here
ideas of a flow, which can carve out
again,
channels.
I almost die, but it's just
Once
going to be a
we've built this
recurring thing.
multifaceted geography, we can make a map of the mind. The mind can safely manage new experiences and retain a sense of self in even the most adverse circumstances. If you find yourself conscious during
Here, I shot a drone down and it crashed, and it just kind of landed on the railing somehow.
Someone clip that.
initiates are
Now here, I do a technique where I go in the specifically water tower, and there is this vent on my left here, which you can actually hack the drone safely, because it can't squeeze. You can't
Oh,
squeeze
he's
between
muted.
it.
Ah, it's fine. Ah!
Typically, you don't want to get that close on a regular drone since this. But since this one,
hear it go off. It must have hit the shell.
Since that one didn't have a taser, it was okay.
Boot? I said boot. Damn you! Go.
Here I'm doing another auto peek where because the turret can't aim high enough. It can't aim high enough to actually hit me, so it just kind of misses. And it's empty.
Now, of course, it's in the next room. Oh, here it is. Sorry.
Here,
you are listening to this tape. It means you have
I was just kind of suffering for a while until I get this last tape because I was like nearing my last bullet, and it was just kind of stressful.
Difficult path forward.
But I mean, this mod is just stress all in one.
That we have prepared for. Take a moment now to find your firearm. Some of you will be familiar with firearms from our training camp, but more recent receivers will have focused on mind tech in order to survive the mind kill event. In either case, please take a moment to confirm that the firearm you have been issued is in working order and has one full magazine. You have also been issued one tape deck with headphones and 2 AA batteries. Once you have checked your equipment, leave the safe cell, keep moving, and be careful. The threat will have dreamed kill drones near your location.
Finally. Okay, rank 4. We're gonna get shot immediately and die? Hopefully not. And we got the fucking high point, of course we did. Now the high point just sucks. It's not really a great weapon to use. But it's the one I got, so I gotta use it.
No balloons.
Now, rank 4 is really special because it's all armored turrets, at least starting off. And you don't have a lot of ammo, so it's, you really got to make the most of it. Also, I'm checking with the gun technique, just in case. And ammo is going to be a big deal here. And it's going to be a big deal anytime, but
it's not over till the fat
here it's quite important. Oh yeah, and they're always pre-chambered, which is great. They technically shoot faster, which is fun. Yeah, and I almost walked into a ceiling turret. Oh yeah, here we go. So this is what I was talking about earlier. These wooden boxes can actually be used to kick into turrets to kill them. Here it is. Yeah! Another box we can use to box with. Okay, Shoddy. So, I've only known of one of these type of boxes that can do it, but apparently there's at least 2 of these that you can, oh, of course you can move it around because it's a physics object, but you can kick it into a turret and kill it. Here is rank 4's time where I almost die, because it's a really hard position, because that turret has a good range on where I am currently. Had it not been for the pillar, I would be dead, and I really don't want to waste bullets on them.
It is complex. If it is dissolved, nothing like it may ever form again.
It's a bad spot.
Here is a bad place to be in, because ahead of me there is a turret I didn't quite see. Sorry. I didn't quite see, and it almost got me. And I also got a full mag here, so that's great. Here is also yet another time where I get a little panicked. I missed like 2 or 3 shots.
Damn it.
Yeah, and I only saw later there was a camera out there that saw me through the window. Not fun. This is just a bad spot because of so many false threats and also so many real threats. And again, I almost died. Stuck between a turret and a turret. It's not so bad though.
The only possible explanation is that reality is a logical tautology, the cause of itself. What can you think of that uses its own energy to create Big Bangs?
Ask John Moses Browning.
Yeah, another time. This was actually pretty close too. Ceiling turret, camera, and a regular turret. It's just all just a bad situation. But I was able to come clean through.
How does that make you feel?
There's also another bad case where I got a little greedy, almost get detected by the turret, and almost died for it too. Like there's a lot of times where I just almost die, but thankfully I have the skill to get past it and overcome it.
I'm so sorry. I've always been such a disappointment.
Here's rank 4s,
I would have just kept getting
sad
more
tape.
Pathetic. I can't stand to be a burden on you any longer.
I could do the
One day
regular strat where I just take the magazine out because the threat can't insert mags without you pulling them out yourself. Because it has a magazine safety, can't shoot without a mag. But here I just double feed because it's a lot funnier. Here is also where another place where apartments just kind of sucks a lot. And there's a guy down there. I see him down there. Yeah, he's a bitch. So I kind of just need to shoot his magazine out and drain him of his chambered round. Yeah, it's... You have this happen one too many times, and it's just really annoying.
Stop it.
What's interesting here is I only recently found out you can actually hack the ceiling turrets in the vents here.
I know you can do it.
It's pretty precise. You got to be really finicky about it, but you can hack them, and with the right angle, like standing directly underneath them.
Whew.
This tape is designed to test your...
How did you do?
In the face of distraction. Maintain focus on your... Good job.
And of course I mongoose to grab this balloon, because I'm not wasting a shot on that balloon.
Stop it.
This tape is designed to test
Yeah,
your
more
focus
screaming.
in the face- Good job.
And explode. Come on. And explode. Here we go.
This tape is designed
yeah.
to preserve focus in the face of distraction. Maintain focus on your breathing.
What's interesting here is that I learned a while ago, semi-recent, where you could just hack the ceiling turret on behind the desk, and the other ceiling turret ahead of you won't see you. So it's good to know. Comes in handy every so often. When it gets this far in, the pressure can get to you, and here the pressure got to me a little bit, and I failed to hack the first time, but that won't happen again.
This building, this place.
And finally, here's the last tape for rank 4.
Like, while
I'll go in and explain some things for rank 5. So rank 5, you start with the 1911 always. You don't have any ammo, no spare ammo, no magazine.
The real world.
And there's
It's like someone made
the trip mines come back from rank 3, and they also have invisible lasers, which is fun. And it's really hard because you have to like use every ace up your sleeve in order to get through it. It's just, oh man, it's so daunting, but I'm so glad I was able to get through this time. Not a bad start, but not a great start either. Arcade's kind of mid.
Please be one I can reach. Well, it's at least one I can reach.
Here you really gotta learn how to defuse mines, or else you're really not gonna make it. Like, if you're gonna shoot every mine that you actually trip, then you're just gonna run out of ammo before you can even use it.
I can't let that happen again.
Here, I thought I'd try and use the mine explosion to kill a drone that's coming around the corner here. Didn't really work out, but I thought it was worth a try. I just hack it instead. Here, I do another great mongoose where you jump on top of the plywood here, and then you can jump to the railing above to get on top without the ladder. It's like a really strong mongoose. Here, I anticipate there's going to be a turret inside. There's also a mine in the corner, so I don't go in. It's not worth it besides the tape. Here I have a very close encounter. Very close. That was like super close. Here I also have another very close encounter. Like, the amount of times that guy shot, he saw me for a while before he stopped. Like, he dumped a whole mag for me.
That was close. Way too close.
Here, I drop down into a partially unloaded tile, which is always scary, because you can never really tell. You can never tell if a tile is loaded or not. This one was only partially, which is why I took caution dropping down. And there's this drone that I'm going to shoot that also wasn't loaded until I dropped down. Ah, here's an old friend of mine. This guy got me on one of my last times I tried to do a Deathless run, so I'm just gonna defuse him so you don't have to worry about him. Here, I'm gonna grab my first magazine after going through half the fucking rank without one.
Take it.
Here I come around to a magazine convention, lots of magazines. I'll never have to use this much ammo, but I'm so glad I found it. Here is a very interesting place to be in. Almost get shot, but it's okay. It's just a ceiling turret. It's not that bad. Here, I'm going to grab my last tape. Now, I did cut out quite a bit of Rank 5 because I felt like it wasn't too interesting. It's just going around hacking or shooting things. But I will say the area on my left was Captain Catwalk, and it has lots of open windows. Not fun. Here, I'm just kind of walking all the way back to Hospital for a very certain reason. Now, Rank 5 is special because every tape is determined, and this is a Stalker tape. Now, the very last time I got to Rank 5, Deathless, mind you, I got every single tape, every one, and I died to the Stalker. So this time, I took as much precaution as I could. I got every tape. You can see here I'm changing my FOV to be like 100. Just so I don't have to deal with the Stalker. Because I really don't want to risk it. You can hear that it spawned, but it can't really do anything now. And now I'm just waiting for all the tapes to go through.
This is the first insight. In order to fully awaken, you must accept it. Until now, you thought you were playing a game, that you could turn it off. Now this idea has been implanted by the threat. In fact, the threat has expanded to the reality outside of the game. We call this Reality C. The threat has been influencing what you see and hear until you can't tell what is fictional and what is real. This is the first of 3 insights. After you accept the third insight, you will hear a tone, and you will awaken. If you have accepted that the threat is real, there is hope that you can hear Insight 2 and awaken to your true nature. Reality A transcends and overlaps realities B and C. This is how the threat has spread to all aspects of reality. Accepting that the threat is real in the world outside the game may seem difficult because, through an inversion of values, the threat has led you to believe that Reality C is more real than Reality A. This is how it subverts your defenses and attacks you where you are vulnerable. To awaken, you have to accept that Reality A expands beyond your life outside of the game. Open your mind's eye and you can see it. This luminous reality is where you have constructed the mind tech you need to defend yourself and combat the threat. Only the final insight remains. Once you accept it, you will hear a tone and you will awaken. If you accept that the threat is real and that Reality A is the true reality, then you are ready for the final insight. We have sent you this message to warn and prepare you, and you have listened. In Reality C, you have sat in your chair at your computer, yet in Reality A, your astral self has struggled and overcome many challenges. Open your mind's eye to see the mind tech you have built. They are heavy and intricate, with each component perfectly formed and in its right place. Functional, resilient. You stand ready to use these tools against the threat. In order to awaken, you have to accept this final insight. These struggles in Reality A are real and have fully prepared you. Reality B has been this message. This message was a systemic process. This process was an initiation. You have completed this initiation. You are now a receiver.
I fucking did it. It's over. Deathless is completed.